Criticism has mounted after the BJP-run Tripura government arrested two women journalists, Samriddhi Sakunya and Swarna Jha, for reporting on the recent communal violence in Tripura. Both were granted bail earlier today. The arrests reflect the government's troubling efforts in trying to control the narrative after the northeastern state, which has rarely witnessed communal tension, was locked by targeted religious violence against Muslims late last month. Instead of cracking down on those who instigated the violence, like the VHP, which took out inflammatory marches against attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh, processions in which terrible anti-Muslim slogans were chanted, the Tripura police went as far as to book over 100 individuals and social media handles under stringent anti-terror laws for commenting on the violence, including lawyers and journalists, while only 8 arrests were made so far, at least at last count, of those involved in the violence. Now, the Tripura government seems to have stepped up its shoot the messenger approach after the centre, worried about the spreading aftershocks of Tripura into states like Maharashtra, has entered the picture, downplaying, even denying the extent of the violence, particularly denying the targeting of mosques. This is the context which some say led to the arrests of Samriddhi and Swarna Jha, reporters for the online news portal HW News Network. The police charging them with 6 different sections, including spreading communal disharmony. Their crime? Ground reporting from the violence-hit areas, especially pointing to damaged or burnt mosques, like in this report by Sakunya from a burnt-out mosque in the Dargah Bazaar area of Tripura's Gomti district. But in a statement, the police said, on the arrest of these journalists, that the journalists claimed that a Quran was burnt in that mosque fire. The police say that an FIR was already registered in that mosque fire, but no damaged books or documents were brought to their notice. The journalists were asked to come to Agartala, Tripura's capital, but quote-unquote escaped to Assam. Now, while the police say the journalists have been arrested on the basis of a suo motu case registered by them, the police appear to have taken their cue from an FIR filed against the journalists by the VHP, which claimed the reporters were trying to malign the VHP and the BJP-led Tripura government. The police action also comes just 24 hours after the Home Ministry had issued a strong statement calling the media reports fake and fabricated, saying there's no damage to any mosque in Tripura, including the one in Gomti district. But not only is the MHA's claim contradicted by this ground report, by these pictures, which actually shows that the mosque in Gomti area was badly burnt, but also contradicted by the police's own version of events, which claims that the mosque had indeed been burnt and an FIR registered in the matter, even though the MHA says that there was no damage done. So no damage done to any mosque, says the MHA, but the Tripura police says that the mosque was burnt down and an FIR registered. Now, HW Network has put out a statement saying the arrests of its journalists is sheer harassment and it's a targeting of the press. The Editors Guild has also condemned the action, saying that they demand the immediate release of these journalists and the restoration of their freedom to travel.